Hey, it's me, Joe. We just got back from vacation. It was a good vacation. About 8 weeks. I was ready to come home about 6 weeks ago. Got everything cleaned in the trailer. Everything went fine. Had one little problem with the truck. The fuel pump fuse shorted out and melted. I guess it's a common problem with these 5.4 liters. It melted and it made the appearance that the fuse was still intact, so my car wouldn't start. Couldn't start. Just cranked and cranked and cranked and cranked. So I had to have it towed in Wisconsin, and we got it fixed. Guy found the problem in about 2 days. $300 to replace the fuse. But you know, he spent about 8 hours troubleshooting it. So while we were there in Wisconsin, we were kind of stuck. I replaced my old controller just because I was kind of bored. Wanted something to do. Wanted to rewire something, and I got a tracer. It's called EPEver Tracer. It's a MPPT, and installed it. Then I rewired the. I didn't rewire. I just changed the connections on the two panels upstairs, up on the roof, and put them in series instead of parallel, and that boosted up my power quite a bit. But I noticed that my controller was running pretty hot. It was getting up to about 100 degrees by noon every day. So I had an old Xbox that was broken, burned out, and took out the two fans, and I installed it up to the timer on the controller. The controller is pretty cool in that it has a manual setting where you can turn on anything that you connected to the controller manually, or you could set it on a timer. So that's what I did. I set it up on a timer, so it turns on every day around 12 and it turns off around 6, and nothing comes off my batteries from that. I also installed a vent on the sides, just an air conditioning vent. It's closed. And that reduced the heat to about 85 degrees. And this is dead of summer. It's 105 outside, it says. That's on my ladder. It's not really 105. It's probably about 98. And it's 87 in here. I have all my fans going. No, that fan is not fused with a piece of tin foil like some clowns do. It's a real fuse, and when it burns out, I really replace it with a real fuse. Then I have my other fans going off my little 600 watt inverter. Everything's good. Not drawing any power. That shows the amps going out and amps and watts going out, and the battery voltage. This is showing volts getting charged into amps. So I'm getting 35 volts, see if I can focus it. Well, it says 3.2 amps at the panel. And the cool thing about MPPT is it takes the extra voltage and turns it into amps. So even at the panel, I'm only getting 4.3 amps. It goes through the controller. Now I'm getting 13.3 amps. So it's taking the voltage and turning that voltage into amps, which charges your batteries a lot faster, which is super cool. And I was dead against replacing this, but I'm glad I did. That's my battery. It also has a probe on it. Battery's pretty hot. That's 46 degrees. 46 degrees. That's 113 degrees. So I'm probably going to open up that battery box and try to vent it out. Getting 190, almost 200 watts. There's my controller. That's the temperature, 31.4, and 30 is 86, so it's about 80, what, 86, 87 degrees. I don't know. So that's it. That's my update. We had a great summer. We went to Wisconsin. We went to Zion. We went to Dinosaur National Monument or Park. We went to the Black Hills. We went to Devil's Tower. We went to Yellowstone. We went to Custer. We went to Bryce. I don't know, the kids had a blast. They all got, their big thing was collecting those badges, those junior ranger badges, and they got one from every single national park that we went to. We went to Wind Cave, Jewel Cave. Man, so much. I can't even remember. I looked at pictures the other day. I'm like, we went there? Oh, yeah. So anyways, we had a great time. I just wanted to throw this out there. This Tracer controller is a great deal. $200 for the controller, the remote, the probe, and a little dowel thing that you can hook up to your laptop so you can trace it, which is pretty cool. I've used it a couple times. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I know it's working good. Anyway, so if you're in the market for one, check out Amazon. $200, 2-day delivery. Great deal. My old Zamp was $175 for this little thing. That MPPT is well worth it. All right. Thanks for shopping. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for coming by. Late.